Hey guys, good morning. We are talking about things that are important when we read. So, one of my favorite books, one of Miss Bacon's favorite books, is called The Important Book. Now, this book is interesting. It makes you think about what's important about the things around us. So, you might agree with what the author has to say, or you might disagree with what the author has to say. So, you're going to think on each page about something that you agree with or maybe disagree with. And when this book is over, you're going to pick something in your own world and come up with the important things about that. So this is The Important Book by Margaret Wise Brown, and the illustrator was Leonard Weisgard. The Important Book. The important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. It's like a little shovel. You hold it in your hand. You can put it in your mouth. It isn't flat. It's hollow. And it spoons things up. But the important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. The important thing about a daisy is that it's white. It is yellow in the middle. It has long white petals, and bees sit on it. It has a ticklish smell. It grows in green fields. There are always lots of daisies. But the important thing about a daisy is that it is white. Do you agree? Is that what's important about a daisy? I might disagree. I might say the important thing about a daisy is that it provides pollen and nectar for insects. I can have a different opinion about what's important. The important thing about rain is that it is wet. It falls out of the sky, and it sounds like rain, and makes things shiny, and it does not taste like anything, and is the color of the air. But the important thing about rain is that it is wet. What do you think is the important thing about rain? Is the important thing about rain that it's wet? Do you agree? Or do you disagree? Could you come up with something different that's important about rain? I know I could. The important thing about grass is that it is green. It grows and is tender with a sweet grassy smell. But the important thing about grass is that it is green. I think the important thing about grass is that it provides a place for animals to live. That's what I think is important about grass. But it's different. I can have a different idea of what's important. It doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. It just means I am thinking. The important thing about snow is that it is white. It is cold and light. It falls softly out of the sky. It is bright and the shape of tiny stars and crystals. It is always cold and it melts. But the important thing about snow is that it is white. Do you agree? Yes? No? Maybe? The important thing about an apple is that it is round. It is red. You bite it. It is white inside, and the juice splashes in your face, and it tastes like an apple, and it falls off a tree. But the important thing about an apple is that it is round. If I were writing this page, I think I would have something different to say that's important about an apple. I think the important thing about an apple is it's crunchy and sweet. That would be my important thing. What about you? Do you have a different important thing about an apple? Maybe your important thing is you make it into a pie. That could be an important thing about an apple. The important thing about the wind is that it blows. You can't see it, but you can feel it on your cheek and see it bend trees and blow hats away and sail boats. But the important thing about the wind is that it blows. The important thing about the sky is that it is always there. It is true that it is blue and high and full of clouds and made of air. But the important thing about the sky is that it is always there. The important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. You walk in it and you take it off at night, and it's warm when you take it off. But the important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. I guess if you didn't put your foot in it, it wouldn't be a shoe. What would it be? I don't know. The important thing about you is that you are you. It is true that you were a baby and you grew, and now you are a child and you will grow into a man or into a woman. But the important thing about you is that you are you. The end. So next week, we're going to be doing writing about you, what makes you awesome and wonderful. So this would be a good chance to think about what makes you awesome. You're going to be writing about how super and amazing you are. I know that'll be easy for you. But what I would like you to do is think about something in your world that you could write some important things about. Kind of like the author did. The important thing about an apple is that it's round and it's red and it's juicy. Think of something. I could choose popcorn. The important thing about popcorn is that it's crunchy. It is yellow. It is buttery. It is delicious. But I think the most important thing is that it is crunchy. So you decide on something. It could be the important thing about a hippo. The important thing about a hippo is that it wants to eat Joseph. No. Wait a second. Better watch out for those hippos. They're everywhere. So you get to decide on something important. You can draw a picture of it or you can write the words and make a list of a few things that are important about whatever your item is. It can be anything as long as it's appropriate for school. That's right. All right, guys, that's all we got. I can't wait to see what's important. Bye.